I'm ChosenArchitect, and this is FTB Genesis. Now, last episode, we ventured out into the unknown, and we discovered that there was some ways to gain things like iron and other resources like copper. And, well, in my discoveries, I found a few things, such as an anvil, and I also found a brewing stand. And turns out the anvil can be turned into blocks of iron that we can find in there. So there are multiple ways of getting iron early on, and you can find them inside of the lost cities that are right outside. Now, those past cities, unfortunately, are gone, and we now need to find a way to continue on, and those resources are going to be super finite. But there should be a way, according to my documents here, to find more resources. Turns out that there's the fiery realm, and it says, before the fall of Elyria, we had reached beyond our own reality to create a trans-dimensional network of hundreds of other worlds. Most of that knowledge is lost, and the transportation network has decayed beyond recoverability. But there are a few connections that remain and can be reestablished via the simulation chamber. The first of these worlds, I2PX, which some had taken to call the Nether. We will load up a simulation first to prepare you for the environment. Once you're prepared, you can create the key node to activate the dimensional portal. We believe that this dimension may have essential resources available to aid in the restoration of Elyria. So this is going to be how we get access to more resources. And boy, oh boy, am I excited for this. Now, before I just jump into a new area, I think there's some other things that we should definitely do. And according to the quest, all the way down in the electrodynamic theory, there is a section about getting into electronic circuits, and that will give us access to a portable digital storage. And we already have all the resources for this, and this is going to get us a nice early storage so we can get out of these pesky barrels. And to do that, we just need to simply craft up a electronic circuit, which looks very similar to this right here. So now that we've made this, it should unlock a few things in our quest book. One being the electronic circuit, and it's going to give us access to a few things. The basic electronic circuit is the foundation for most of all electronic-based machinery. You'll use these everywhere, so yes, we need to have this. But it isn't quite specific on why we get 2 cobbled deep slate, and I want to show you kind of why we get specifically 2. Now, to make the actual modular storage, we're going to be using this top recipe here, and we need to make a personal chest, which means we need a machine block, which is just smelted up iron, and we also need the electronic circuits. But we also need deep slate, cobbled deep slate, in fact. And the weird part is we weren't given enough to just do a standard craft. Instead, we have to make a stone cutter. So now with everything smelted up, I should now be able to make the stone cutter, which is going to be super helpful for this particular task. And then we can just stone cut to get the slabs. So this is going to be great because this is what's going to lead us into our storage. And that storage is going to be fundamental. It's going to be so helpful. So let's go ahead and use this, and we'll also use our circuit, and we are going to just need a regular chest, which I should have plenty of wood laying around. So a regular chest, and we're about to have ourselves some storage. Now, you may be wondering, how exactly is this going to work, Chosen? You don't have a storage module. That's where the quest comes in and gives us a tier 4 storage module. This thing is amazing. This holds 500 stacks of items, which is a lot. Supported stacks 500. And if we manage our items properly, we should be able to carry this with us. So it's more than just a storage. So we put this in here, and we need to hit the L to lock, and then we can just start fitting all of our items into this storage. And then we can pull them out just like so, and you can change the sort the way this is displayed as such. The cool part is we can also pick this up. Once we, of course, make a iron level tool, don't break it with your stone tool. And so now we can just empty all of our inventories into this one block. this is going to make life a little bit easier for crafting. So now with the storage in a single block, oh, life is going to be much, much nicer. I've gone through here, and the way that this works is you can store recipes in the top right. So, for example, if I want to make sticks that I always end up making, I can go ahead and I can store that recipe to the top slot. And now I can recall sticks anytime I want. And let's go ahead with crop sticks, right? These are something that I'm always searching for. Crop sticks. And then now I can go ahead and I can assign that to this section, right? All of this is super nice. So now I can go, okay, I need sticks. So I double click here and then I can craft my sticks, double click the crop sticks, and then I can craft my crop sticks. So having this in here is very, very handy. Of course, doing your normal crafts allow you to pull from your storage. And then you can sort and change the way these are all displayed down here. So it's a really nice storage, doesn't use any power, and is effectively a singular block storage, and is going to be very handy, I think, moving forward. Now, back to this, right? We need to craft up a fire extinguisher to be able to unlock the next section moving forward, simulated inferno, which they said was going to simulate and give us a little bit of a taste of what the nether's going to be like. So let's go ahead and craft this bad boy. Perfect. Fire extinguisher complete. So now we move into something a little bit more scary. So in order to load up the simulation, we need to make sure that this is completely stored before we work on this. So let's go ahead and we want to take the current Croptopia and we want to send that into its storage and store that in our disk over here. We want this clear. That is probably the most important part, right? And now we need to go over and we need to set up our power and get our power going into our screen. And so I'll grab some coal here, charcoal, and we need to get some power flowing into that and get that started. Once that's complete, there'll be enough power to jumpstart our simulation. All we need to do is select power the simulation and then give it a little bit of power. Okay, so once this is fully filled up, we should be ready to go, because we're going to activate our simulation, and then it's going to give us another place to store that simulation for later. Now, by the time I head back, the simulation should be ready to go. So simulated inferno. So all we have to do now is activate this, and I am ready for this. We get access to a new area. This will be pretty cool. Now, it's definitely important that this area is cleared off and that you have stored your prior. It does mention it. It is important. Make sure there's no current simulations, or the simulation will fail. So yes, let's go ahead and activate it now. And I'll grab my cell. And now we have a new area. Keep in mind, with this new area, we can close off this, and we want to make sure that there's a fire hazard in there. And let's go ahead as well, and let's go ahead and store this to a disk like so. And I'm going to call this Nether Test, because this is the Nether test world, which is supposed to prepare us for the Nether. And then we can just reload this as so. All right. Now, am I personally ready for this? Well, I'm going to make sure I have full water, make sure we have enough water. And there's some goals that we have to achieve while we're in here. So I need to be fully equipped with all of my headgear, making sure we're good. Let's go ahead and make a upgraded sword. I already have an upgraded pick, but we should definitely make an iron sword. Oh! Already we're going to die. This is why I should have kept the doors closed. Why did I open them and then walk away? No. We probably need a shield. That's another thing we can make, is we can prep ourselves with a shield. I think that'll be definitely beneficial. Oh, man. Okay, yes. Shield, here we go. Okay, nice. Now, yes, let's walk in here and hope we don't die immediately to a creeper. Holy smokes. That's a lot. Okay. There's a lot going on right now. We have multiple creepers. If this is what the Nether's going to be, I am so scared. I am so scared right now. Okay, and there's a witch. Oh, but there's nether wart. I'm gonna grab some nether wart. Okay. This is only preparing us, right? For what could ultimately be an experience. Thank goodness our gear is like pretty protective. Oh, but it will run out. Ooh, there's our zombie kill that we needed. It will run out. Okay. So, what are some tasks? Let's actually pop out of here. And I want to unload this real quick while we look at our tasks at hand so it doesn't keep generating things. Okay. So what do we need to do? Okay, play with fire. It says there are strange entities made of fire that were trapped in the dimensionized process of the Nether, it seems. It says you should defend yourself against them. Our scientists believe that we can simulate their DNA and fabricate aspects of their infernal nature to assist you. Okay, you should work towards applying this towards the fire-resistant formulation. Okay, so as soon as we kill a blaze, so I'm assuming there's a blaze in here. There's also going to be magma creams. As in addition to blaze, we've captured a few other species from the realm. The magma cube. Okay, so... Okay, it says right here, magma cubes was stored in the barracks. Why would they store them in the barracks? I have no idea. And could be relatively passive until you remove some of the furniture. Okay, so we're going to remove furniture in whatever the barracks is. And then make our way towards the fire-resistant potion, which we already have a way to breed. So we'd make a brewing stand. Thankfully, we do have a brewing stand. And then we need to activate the portal, which I noticed there was a nether portal in here. Let's return this on. And yes, there was a portal in the back right here. And so I'm assuming that we can't go through it. So... yes. Okay. Please obtain the missing page to enter the Nether. So we cannot go in there just yet. All right, let's look over here. Looks like there's a skelly over there. Okay. Is this blaze? Ooh, this is a blaze spawner. Oh! Okay. Whew, right away. Okay, we ended up getting a shard from that. This is going to be the arena that we find blazes. I love this. I love this already. Okay. So we'll have to wait for some more to spawn and hopefully get ourselves a blaze rod ultimately. There's so much nether wart laying around. Oh, another one spawned. I actually gotta want to go in here. Can this catch on fire? Actually kind of scared of if it can. And it's probably going to take a while to end up getting a blaze rod from those. They're going to need to be farmed. Let's head over here though. This building had an entrance. Oh, it does. Oh, are they falling from up here? They've got to be. Ah, this is the barracks. So apparently we need to open up this barracks. Oh, and there's also magma blocks up here. We've got to make the barracks a little bit larger, apparently, for them to be able to spawn. Ah. So maybe opening this up, giving them a little bit more space, removing some carpet. Ah, there we go. Already, we have magma cubes in here. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some magma cream. So after more investigations, it appears like these buildings have an interior. Oh, there's a mosquito in here. Oh, wow. Nightmare fuel indeed. Okay. So there are mosquitoes in there. Crimson mosquitoes. So Alex's mobs is in this. I did not realize that. But yes, I'm going to have to hang around here. Oh, there's this nice little area to get away. And yes, farm some blazes until I get a blaze rod. And there we go. I ended up getting one. And I'm trying to remove all this carpet to maybe make the spawn chances a little bit higher on these guys. Also, I don't... oh, it does burn. So you do have to make sure not to burn the area down. Oh my goodness. Things do catch fire here. Let's get out of here for now. Apparently Endermen can also spawn? I have no idea what's going on right now. Now, in the meantime, now that we've gotten ourselves a blaze rod, I think it was intended for us to make a brewing stand, but we did find a brewing stand in the building, and so that should work as well. So now we get some blaze powder. We now have some more bottles, which we're going to use to make a potion, and we have some magma cream, and now we need to make ourselves a fire resist potion. So let's get to brewing. Now, our magma cream didn't actually drop anything, except for XP bottles, but we did get this in our quest. So maybe we're going to have to eventually find more. So basic potion crafting, we need to make an awkward potion, And then after that's done, we should be good and be able to upgrade from there. And it did say to use redstone to make a 8-minute long potion. So with that, we now have some fire resistant potions and we've completed our quest. And this is going to give us crimson fungus seeds and an Unbreaking 5 book, which is pretty cool. And this is going to lead us to activating that portal. So now that you've prepared and we've had time to align the dimensional transceivers, all we need is for you to provide sufficient power to establish the portal. Once established, you should be able to tear down and move the portal anywhere you want by reigniting it with simple fire charge or flint and steel. Okay, and completing this quest basically opens up further quests in the thermal extractions quest line. Very cool. So now we just need to activate our portal and we'll be able to go through that into the Nether. Oh boy, I'm kind of nervous. Now to simply activate the portal and then give this some fuel. And that's going to need 500,000 RF. And this should produce all of that. I'm going to give it just a little bit more. And then it's a waiting game. Oh boy. The portal is now activated. And I'm kind of nervous about going into the Nether, but hopefully it will be a good experience. I should prepare myself a little bit more though. So now I think I am slightly more prepared. I have a bit of bottles. I got a little bit more of my food. Let's slap our helmet on. We have a sword. I have a shield. I should be ready to go. At least so I hope. To go into the Nether. Oh boy. Should I make torches? I don't know. I think we'll be fine at first. We should be able to just pop in here and we should be fine at first. Let's go. Hopefully we don't have some crazy spawn because I don't know what's on the other side. And we're in. Okay, not a bad spawn. Because we're enclosed, I like that. I like when our portal is protected. But it can also make our portal sort of hard to find. But right away, there's ore in the Nether. That's right. Ore in the Nether. Oh, and this is the flesh. Are we in a flesh biome? This is one of my favorite biomes if we are. From Biomes of Plenty. It looks like just looking at the resources, we are unlocking quest chapters. And so this leads us into the thermal extraction section, which apparently this whole area has a ton of new things. And we also get ourselves a new waystone. So we should be able to find tin, copper, silver, osmium, lead, nickel, inferium ore, uranium, prosperity shards. We should be able to find gold and dimensional shard ore, all of which is going to play a tremendous role in this pack. Oh, I cannot wait. This looks so good. And finally, we have a reason to stay in the Nether and actively explore. Oh, no. Okay, that's not good. And it does look like our hazmat suit protects us. This guy shoots 2 fireballs. That makes it so hard to hit these back. Oh, I almost did it. Oh, it's going to hit himself back. Come on. I'm usually better at this. We got him. Nice. This is actually a really nice spawn. Oh, and these wolves. No. These guys are so dangerous. Oh, they drop. No, they drop leather. Oh, this might be our source of leather right now. And that means we could possibly make a backpack. Oh, I am so happy. The Nether is such a game changer right now. The sheer abundance of ore is just, oh, breathtaking. Okay. So with this now being our location, I'm actually really happy with where we spawn. And it does seem like the position won't always be the same here. Oh, we got to deal with these guys. I don't have any gold on me. I think it would be a pretty good idea to sort of make a pathway that sort of leads out into that open area so we don't lose where our current position is at. Because I feel like we'll probably be spending a significant amount of time in this dimension just mining alone. Just when I was starting to worry about how I was going to obtain iron, look at this. We get so much here. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about this. Now, one thing I'm noticing is my water is going down incredibly fast in this dimension compared to in the wastelands. So yes, we will have to keep an eye out on this. And we have Spark Augment Dominant. That was given to us. Botania is in here, and there's going to be an interesting progression line with Botania. Not typical. But yes, Inferium Essence, Mystical Agriculture starting soon, question mark? I think so. You also may be wondering, is there a vein miner? And to that, I'm going to say yes. But it's an enchanted form, and we still haven't gained an enchanting table just yet. But I think I know where to find one, and we should probably get into that. Now, I want to go out looking for an enchanting table because I want to get a setup going for it. But first, we should probably make a backpack before we go back into the wasteland and start exploring there again. And we can actually make a backpack with some of that leather that we just got, and we should be able to immediately upgrade it to an iron at least, and that can go into our backpack slot. Oh boy. Now by default, the B key should allow us to open this up, giving us even more inventory space. That's going to be so nice for adventuring. Now, in this place, these baby zombies are so fast. We should be able to find an enchanting table. It does tell us in the quest that we should be able to find them here. Under a dangerous path, it mentions it right here, that there's an old magic from back when, and we can tap into that potential. But yes, it's going to take a little bit. And this enchanting table, we should be able to find books. We've already found books located here, but the enchanting table itself might be a little bit harder to come by. Now, it being daytime might make things a little bit better. Also, by the way, cauldrons can be turned into iron, so you can definitely find more here. I'm also going to grab some of these pots while I'm here, and the furnace. It's like all of these resources, even though we can make them, definitely seems worth grabbing. Wondering, I'm sure we're going to stumble upon something, but I'm going to grab all the books I can, and hopefully we can find ourselves an enchanting table. Probably going to be in one of these buildings. Ooh, there's a chest right there. Now I think this is a good way to do this. We can kind of scope out through the windows. There's a brewing stand, a chest. There's a couple of mob spawners, another chest. And then up here we might be able to see some more. This seems to be the building that has all the loot in it. This might be troublesome, though. Oh, boy. Yes, there are a hefty amount of mobs, it does appear. Maybe we can break through this double-paned glass. Can I access this chest? Oh, I can. Oh, we just found a macerator. Wait, what? There's full-on machines in here? But the danger, though, these mobs are super dangerous. And that one's holding an ender pearl. What? Should I be worried? I don't know. So I see the chests, but I don't see any enchantment tables just yet. This is actually quite convenient popping in here. We got some flux cables, some more redstone, and I'm so glad I made that bag. So now, we can grab some stuff. Uh-oh. Let's gonna get rid of these mobs. Where are they spawning from? I have no idea. But this little corridor has actually worked out quite nice. Still don't see any. I'm gonna keep going up from here. Maybe we'll find something. Okay. So far, so good. There's a chest over there. There's a spawner. Can I break these spawners? Oh, it's gonna take so much to do that. But maybe I can just maybe grab this stuff. Okay. And I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to try and break through here. Can't reach it. Oh, this might be a bad idea. This might be a bad idea. But I'm going to try breaking this. Then I can reach it. Okay, it was just a little bit of iron and copper. All right, let's make my way up one more. And see if we see an enchanting table. I'm not seeing one. There is a brewing stand and another chest. Oh, we're finding AE stuff. That's so cool. I'm not seeing it, though. One more floor, and this, I think, takes us to the roof. Oh, but there's other levels we can go down. Oh. This could be good. We got bamboo, stickweed. You can find stickweed in this? That would be so nice. I found more stickweed. So far, though, I'm not seeing anything that we haven't already seen. So I'm going to continue to make my way back where I had came from. Now, I was on my way down, but look what I see in the distance. Yes, that is an enchanting book, and it's in that building. Now I know where to go. Now, I'm hoping that this building isn't super dangerous. So far, so good. But there it is. And I should be able to mine it? Yes. And now we have that whole chapter complete. I just want to collect a few more of these bookshelves so that way I can build my own enchanting area. Now, I know I just went through this whole adventure to get this enchantment table, and I don't have lapis. But in the future, we will definitely be getting ourselves some lapis. So I now have, like I said, my table, and I do want to repurpose this entire area here. And this will be a good starting point for our enchanting table, at least on this side. Now, like I said, I don't have lapis yet, but that is going to be soon to come. Now, I'm going to come a little bit out of character here, and I'm going to reassess the way I've been saying this entire thing. I've been calling this spatial storage. It is definitely spatial storage. Yeah, I've completely said that wrong this entire time. Honestly, my entire knowledge over the years of applied logistics, I have always called this spatial storage, but no, it's spatial storage. But I just couldn't put that together. This is where just sounded out Chosen. It just doesn't work sometimes. Now, after that little adventure, jumping back into the Nether is probably going to be the place that I spend most of my time early on. I'm going to need to find gold. I'm going to need to trade some gold with the locals, and we're also going to need to mine a ton of different materials. So I'm going to be here for quite a while. All of this is going to essentially give me all of the items that I'm going to need to make some new crops. A redstone crop and a lapis crop, which is going to expand our infrastructure even further. One thing I noticed as well with the Uno reverse card, if we use our shield, they just die. Because remember that Uno reverse that we got last episode? Yeah, it does 50% damage to them that they're doing to me. And because the shield blocks the damage, they just take damage and ultimately off themselves. Now, this is where I've got to be careful, right? Because the locals, they, well, don't like you if you don't have gold on. But I might be able to lead one over here and do a little bit of a trade with them. Let's go ahead and see. And I might be able to trap one inside of a hole. So I'm going to dig this out. And I should now... Perfect. I've gotten that done. Oh, look at that. We ended up getting obsidian essence. So this is going to be super duper handy. We have to get these guys trapped, and then we can send them gold. And now that we've traded, we get more gold. So I can then just toss more gold in. And we now have trades, but we got obsidian essence. This can be used to craft obsidian. Oh, that is so handy. And I wonder what other trades these guys have. This will just be where we have to experiment and just see, after all of this trades, see where this leads us. So after a few trades, just to show what you can potentially get, I'm sure there's way more, but I ended up getting glowstone essence, blaze essence, gilded, and crying obsidian, and I'm sure there's more. But I want to save the little bit of gold that I have here to upgrade my backpack, because I should now be able to take this to gold, giving me even more storage. Ultimately, allowing me to just store more things. I don't know what this thing is, but it's after me right now. This is a drop bear from Alex's mobs. Yeah, there's some things that I probably should be scared of in this dimension. Now, because we've made a backpack that is gold, guess who doesn't mess with us anymore? It is so worth making that golden backpack because they will not bother you if you have a gold backpack on. Though there's still a lot more to come, and I am super excited to dive even further into the quests, which are going to ultimately lead us into figuring out a way to either create these seeds, which are going to produce redstone and lapis, or we can either breed them. So lots of options that are going to be on the works, but we have now completed a dangerous path, and we now lead into resources get, which is what we're going to be working on next, diving into the biotechnology chapter, and also getting further into the selective breeding, which is going to lead us into a little bit of Botania and a little bit of IC2, all of which I am super excited to get into. And I hope you guys are as well. And if you are, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, as things are about to start expanding significantly. Oh boy, and I hope you guys are ready for it. Now, I can't forget to thank the amazing supporter, though, of today's episode. And that huge thanks is going to go out to Unfocused. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on the Discord and becoming a Discord premium member and supporting me in one of the best ways possible. Thank you so much for supporting this content. And guys, if you're looking to join the Discord as well, discord.gg/ChosenArchitect or linked down in the description below. And that's where you're going to find a lot of my links, if you wouldn't mind checking them out, if you haven't already. And guys, I thank you so very much. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.